Do you have a camshaft position sensor code that keeps popping up? If so, check out this video for replacement or a guide for repairing this issue. Also included in this video will be the location of all 4 camshaft position sensors. We've had a rodent damage some of the wiring for one of these sensors, so I'm going to open up the hood here and show you exactly what's going on. So in this video, I'm going to show you all 4 locations for these sensors and also how to repair the code that I've received. The code we will be repairing today is P0348, and this is intake sensor bank 2. This sensor is located right below the intake manifold here, and this is where rodents would be most likely to try to make a home. And as you can see there, one has completely ate away the wiring. At first glance, I was like, there's no way I want to deal with this, but I went ahead and tackled it anyways, and now I'm going to share with you how to repair this yourself. I was given 2 quotes for this work. One was for just over $1,500 and the other was just under $2,500. If a project like this is just something you rather not deal with, I highly recommend reaching out to your automotive insurance company, as rodent damage can often be covered under comprehensive insurance. If you need additional information on these sensors, check out the video link at the end of this video. The video is 2 minutes long and will have all the parts listed in the description. Now we will start the process for this repair. There are 2 12mm bolts. You'll need to remove this upper one, and we're going to only loosen the one right below this one, so that we may pivot the bracket out of the way. Next, you'll want to unclip any of the hoses that will give you some accessibility to the wiring, and then you'll also want to untape some of the wiring to where you'll need access for being able to splice into the wiring. So without unraveling too much of the tape, we only had about 2 inches of wiring to work with. So I stripped it down, leave about a 1/2 inch of the wiring exposed, and then I removed a bunch of the clips that I could remove in order to give me more play in the actual wiring itself. Any of the tools or parts that I use in this video will have links down below in the description to be as helpful as possible. Here is a harness that I found online. I cut it to the correct length that would work for me, and then I sort of spliced the end of the wires here so that we could add our butt connectors to them. So here's some heat shrink. You'll want this as well. We have 3 butt connectors. Way easier to crimp them here than to try to do it while they're on the vehicle. So I'm crimping all 3 of these here, and then I'm going to go ahead and cut my heat shrink and put it on these wires. It is very important not to miss this step, as you will not be able to get the heat shrink once you crimp these butt connectors onto the vehicle's wiring. Now I'm going to match up my wiring. The yellow wire on this, I'm actually going to put some green tape on it so that I don't mix it up. So it'll be easier to connect once I put it on the vehicle. So there we have 3 loose wires. We will crimp them all to the colors that they correspond to. Then using a lighter, I'm going to heat the heat shrink until it seems like it's secure enough on the wiring. Now for some added protection, I'm going to actually wrap all 3 of these wires, including the heat shrink, with electrical tape. Then I will reroute our wiring back up through the upper intake manifold to where it can be plugged back in again. So in order to remove the sensor, which we didn't have to do, use a 10mm socket and a pair of long needle nose pliers. We will go ahead and start the vehicle, see if the lights go away. And as you can see here, no more charging light, no more traction control off light, and no more engine light. I did not clear any of the codes yet, so the lights did go away on their own once the problem was repaired. Don't forget to check out my additional videos for maintenance and modifications on this vehicle.